Geneva's awesome.
SheepdogPeanutButterSkate.com.
God.
An umpire and a vampire square off week after week, reviewing movies outside their own strike zone. This week's movies, the 1977 One-on-One and the 1989 Dead Calm, starring Nicole Kidman, Robbie Benson, Annette O'Toole, Billy Zane, Sam Neill, and Melanie Griffith. Now to guys who still can't believe Jennifer Aniston didn't win an Oscar for her portrayal as Tori in Leprechaun. Tim Kretschmann and Jeff Miller.
She was robbed.
Can you tell how tired I was when I wrote this or when I did this morning?
I don't know.
Freaking, you can tell there's no energy in there. But now we have energy.
Now
we
you
have
got it.
Sheepdog,
Oh
peanut butter whiskey, and then there's something in here. It might be this.
I don't think we need
this.
I don't think we need your microphone today.
Why?
I don't think it's
all right.
needed.
So now there's a couple things. This is not Festivus, but I have some grievances right now.
Okay.
Lots of them. But wait, why are you doing that? That's like, you do any of that.
I'm doing it to drive you nuts.
That could be bad. What if I have a situation because of strobes? You don't even know.
Okay, I don't know, but just
But you don't know.
we do need to start the show.
I know. We're cow down.
What do you mean, countdown?
Cow down.
Oh my God, the cow's down.
Watch out for the Hindus. Anyways, the dots. Connect the dots. All right. So anyways, back to the show. So, all right, so we do this show. We've been doing it for a while now. It's called Dead on the Bases because he's the vamp. He reviews sports movies, but he likes horror movies. I'm the ump. I review horror movies, but I like.
I'm shocked.
I like sports movies, but so that Festivus comes early this year. Yeah, in more than one way. So, anyways, so what I wanted. Oh no, okay. So let's just first talk about. Hold on. Let's hold on. Should I tell you about my grievance, or should we say what the movies are?
Let's tell the movies so that people can anticipate the greatness that is to come.
That's what she said.
And speaking of greatness, we're going to talk about Dead Calm, which was voted one of the 1,000 greatest movies.
Shouldn't I be saying the one that I reviewed?
No. You're going to say what I'm going to review.
Oh, yeah. So, I gave Tim the movie One-on-One. There's 3 O's in this movie, 3 N's, and 2 E's. If you can figure out why those make a difference, that's why I gave him the movie. So, One-on-One's a basketball movie. Did you pick up in the movie why there's 3 O's, 3 N's, and 2 E's? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later. That's fine.
No, in fact, I think the title of the movie is one of the problems I have. But okay, I'm glad to hear there's a reason for it.
How can that be? It says the story of a winner. How can you have a problem with that?
I have lots of problems with this film.
Right.
We'll go into those.
Wait.
Later on.
Should we have like a drinking game tonight, folks? Should we have
I think you're having a game.
Oh wait, hey, look at this. I got green on. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Top of the morning to you. Well, it's afternoon. Top of the evening to you.
You know what else time it is?
What? Grievances?
It is time for our new sports feature. Isn't that nice?
OWC Sports.
That's right.
What is this? OWC. What? OWC.
Otherworldly culture.
Oh, yeah. That's part of our sponsorships.
Right. It's Merch Madness time.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to talk about there, Jeff?
I want to talk about how Marquette got their asses kicked today. They got beat by 32 points by the North Carolina Tar Heels. Marquette shouldn't have even been in the tournament. I don't even know how they got an 8 seed, an 8 or 9 seed. I don't even know, one of the two. But how did they even get in the tournament? Marquette sucks. They're terrible. Why did they even get a spot? You know what? They couldn't even beat a 16 seed. But anyway, so I digress. So we
you do.
So we have March Madness right now. We call it March Madness here because we always have merch to sell or give away because I give away more merch than I sell. But anyways, but it's true.
It's true.
Kane Hodder, I'm like, hey, here's some merch. He's like, all right. So anyways, and then he put it on.
How about some more?
Yeah. Why don't you take some more home so it looks like I sold some stuff. But anyways, so back to what I was saying. Now, March Madness is upon us. It's the greatest time of year. Honest to God, Tim, for a sports person, this is the best time of year. This is the most fun. You have a lot of upsets in basketball right now. They'll come down to a winner in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, but speaking of upset, that's how you are right now. Because you came in here spitting nails about a trade.
I can do that, but can I first just tell you who I think is going to win the NCAA tournament?
Go.
Auburn. The Auburn Tigers. War Eagle, Bruce Pearl. They're going to win the whole shoot match. Okay, now...
Well, hold on. Don't you want to know who I think's going to win?
I would... You know what, Tim? Tim, if you get one team, if you can get a team, oh my God.
Actually on the bracket?
If you get a team that's on the bracket,
okay.
that's not the Wisconsin Badgers, because they're in there. If you give me one team, I will add 1 point to my rating of this movie.
Okay, the Marquette Warriors.
That doesn't count.
You just said that they were on the bracket,
yes.
so I win.
You can't.
I win. Thank you. That's 1 point. You all heard him. You all heard him.
Can you give me another one that I did not mention?
Sure, MIT.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They're on a mathematical tournament.
The mathletes.
All right, so we'll see what happens. But anyways, so I did come in here pretty
Notre Dame. How about that?
Okay, you know what?
I'm sure they're in there.
See, you didn't even know. They had a great win the other night. They had a win to get
I knew that.
Did you?
No.
They had a win in double overtime,
No,
Tim.
I thought they had a football team.
They do. But Tim,
wait, some places they can have more than one team?
Yeah.
Wow.
Notre Dame won in double overtime. They won in
How do they get all the drugs there? For the two programs?
Shut up.
You would think they'd have to open a pharmacy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I did. So Tim, for picking Notre Dame, I will give you the point for that. I won't give you the point for Marquette. I'll give it to you for Notre Dame.
I was actually proud of myself that I thought Notre Dame.
Yeah, but you just thought of it. You didn't know.
No, I didn't know.
What
idea.
What is the Notre Dame called? They're called the what?
Fighting Irish.
What a perfect night for tonight. The
Fighting Irish. Well, that's the only reason I thought of them.
No kidding.
Yeah.
All right. So, should I tell you why I got all upset tonight? All right. So, I will tell you. Do you want
Hold up the bottle to show them.
The sheepy-doodle? This is because I have a dog. I have a sheepy-doodle. So, I drink sheepdog, peppermint. Wait, peppermint. No, it's not peppermint.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter whiskey. You know what? And I think they sponsor our show now. Anyways, so send more. Send more. So anyway,
if I get even one, okay, I'll put that away. I'll mark the box, Mark Patrick, because that's exactly what you're pulling there.
You know what? That hurts. No, that hurts. That's inside baseball, but that hurts. That really hurts.
Yeah.
So
that's what I do.
So you want a really good shot. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your sheepdog peanut butter whiskey. Okay, yeah. And then you're going to get some raspberry cordial type of, like, it's a liqueur.
Okay.
And you're going to put liqueur, and you're going to put like half and half in a shot glass.
Half and half. And this is pretty complicated.
And you're going to drink that, and you're going to have in your mouth a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that tastes so good you can actually taste the crust. It's that good. It's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a great shot.
Wow.
All right, so now this is what got me upset. So what I wanted to do, because I do enjoy TikTok, what I wanted to do was make a drink here in front of everybody.
Right.
And it dealt with having a shamrock shake and then...
Sheepdog peanut butter whiskey.
Actually, it was another brand. It was called Screwball, but I have a sheepdog, so I...
Sheepdog peanut butter whiskey.
So you mix it all together or whatever, and then you drink it, and it would have been fun. And Tim would have done that, but he would have still had a shamrock shake. But I get to the McDonald's...
You're damn right I'd have the shamrock shake.
So I get to the McDonald's in Muskego, which is the worst McDonald's on the face of the earth. On the face of the whole earth. I don't care if you're...
It is.
I don't care if you're at McDonald's in Russia, in China, in North Korea. I don't care where you are. We have the worst one in Muskego on Racine Avenue and Janesville Road. The worst.
And they are not sponsoring us at this moment.
I wouldn't want them to. If they were, I would kick them off. So anyway, so 99% of the time it's their fault. But this time it was actually the guy in front of me in the drive-through lane, okay?
Yeah.
Granted, I shouldn't try to time everything out to the very last minute, but I'm I can get through the drive-through no problem.
Right.
There's one line that's long. There's another line where there's a guy in front of the speaker, and the guy behind him pulls around out of there. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. I got behind him. What is the guy doing in the line? He's ordering online while you're in front of the drive-through. Why? Exactly. Why would you do that? That is the dumbest thing.
Because you can get cheaper Shamrock Shakes.
Okay, well then you should have done that in the parking lot at the Piggly Wiggly right next door, and then drove up and got.
But it's more betterer if you just use it.
So, needless to say, Jeff has zero patience. A lot of times, I have my.
What?
Which is probably,
what?
Which is
shocking revelations.
Very shocking that I have.
Somebody tell his wife. Yeah. Probably doesn't know.
I put on a good show for her, but sometimes
you're putting on a good show right now.
Sometimes the wick is this big, and I'm like, I can't help. So I'm just I said a choice word or three, and then I pulled out, and I'm like, we're just going.
That's
anyway.
what she said.
But I don't know how that goes together.
You pulled out.
Oh.
I knew you'd like it.
Yeah, okay, so anyways. So then I knew I had this, and I knew I had this. And these two together, it's like a little marriage. Hello, let's party tonight on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, okay.
And I might have had some Jameson before I even came here at all.
Really?
Well, okay,
because you seemed perfectly sober
so I need to tell
as you were hitting the horn coming into the driveway.
That?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And then there was when the door opens to the Jeep and he screams, "It's party time!"
All right. So I have one more grievance to get off my chest.
Oh, please.
So
please. We'll put you front and center.
I love the local. The local in Muskego, great food. And that's where we got our food tonight. I got a Reuben. Tim got a meatball sandwich, which was the biggest meatball sandwich he ever had.
It was gigantic.
But here's the thing. He had to eat it with a fork and a knife. But here's the thing. Now listen hold on.
Okay, I'm going to listen.
Usually I can call,
I'm also going to
hold on. And say, hey, and they're like, oh, Jeff, it's you, because I ordered
it. Jeff.
Yeah.
The Jeff.
But I couldn't get through because they're like, oh, the mailbox you received is not established. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I called it again, thinking I made a mistake. I don't usually make mistakes, but maybe I did. So I called it again. And it still did. So then I go up there, so I'm a little perturbed. So
really?
And the girl up there, she got all of her little Shamrock stuff on, and I'm like, hey, she's like, what's wrong? I go, I couldn't call in. She goes, really? I go, yeah. So I go, I have to place an order. So then I had to stand up there and place an order, and then I drank when I was up there.
Really? Because you kind of hid that fact that you've been drinking.
But then the real thing that Tim wanted me to mention is Devontae Adams from the Green Bay Packers is now a Las Vegas Raider.
Right.
We didn't say that yet.
Now you have.
Okay, let's get into the show. I'm done.
All right, yeah, and I believe you go first this week, Jeff.
All right, so I got a lot to say.
Well, we're all excited about that.
Okay, so my movie is, are you going to put the little things?
Oh, here.
Come on, Tim. No.
Make sure you reach out to Jeff at jeff@otherworldlyculture.com. We usually forget that.
And if you want to send me some of this, all right.
Jeff at otherworldlyculture.com.
And I'll send you one of our free T-shirts. There it is.
There it is. Deadcom.
Thing. All right.
You hate that poster. What is wrong with that poster? You have to do
opposite. I got to go point this way to go that way.
Correct.
Interesting. Billy Zane. Oh, can I say something about Billy Zane first?
Sure.
When you watch this movie, did you watch it for this week, or are you doing?
I always watch them.
Okay, so do you not
get? It's a great movie.
My wife said the same thing, and when she said it, I didn't say anything to her. And when she said it, I'm like, "Yep." Did you get a Ben Affleck read off of him?
At that point in his career, you get that.
A definite Ben Affleck could play that role. A definite one, right?
I also thought Billy Zane probably would have been a pretty good Superman.
Yeah, look at the curl.
Yeah, when I was watching it, I was like, he probably would have been pretty good at Superman. Different world,
Yeah.
But
and then who's the guy that's married to her? What's his name?
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill.
There's 3 characters in your movie today.
That lucky SOB, 39-year-old. He's got a 19-year-old wife. Come on.
Yep.
He actually, in an interview in 2021, he actually said he's embarrassed of the age difference in that. And he seems like a stand-up guy, so I actually...
I believe he does, but this is... Probably the second movie people mentioned was Sam Neill. If you're talking about Sam Neill, it's like
Jurassic Park.
Talk about Jurassic Park, but this would probably be the second movie.
Right. I didn't even know that he was the same guy until I watched this movie. Because, now wait, so then people there, hold on.
Okay, everybody, hold on and wait for Jeff.
Here's the deal. Okay, so when I worked at Farmore, I worked
The drinking game, by the way, is every time Jeff tells me to hold on or wait, that's one shot. It's 3 shots every time I interrupt Jeff.
Okay, Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff. You're probably.
I'm a Jeff thing.
I think you're drinking. No, now listen, because I know it's not true, but now listen. Hold on.
I'm giving it a look.
Okay, but come on.
Keep going.
All right, no, anyway, so now listen. So when I used to work at Farmore, people would come up to me and they'd say, "Hey, Jeff."
Hey, Jeff.
Because I had my name tag on Jeff.
Right.
What's a good movie?
Did it say Jeff or Jeffed?
I don't even know anymore. At one point they said Employee of the Month because
I remember that you were Employee of the Month because when I went there, you pointed it out to me. Hey, look at this.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to brass tacks here. So they would come up to me and they'd say, "Hey, what's a good movie?" I'm like, Dead Calm, because somebody told me Dead Calm was a really good movie. I want to apologize to everybody.
Oh, come on!
That this was, I built it up way better than
you are out of your mind.
So first of all, I'm apologizing. Now the second thing is,
greatest movies ever.
Now the second thing is that movie poster cover is stupid. That's the dumbest movie poster cover that I've ever seen in my whole life. I mean, is her head supposed to be a boat? I mean, she's not dead. It's dumb. It's dumb. Is her head supposed to be a boat? Right. Think about it. Okay. So anyways, now let's get into the movie.
Yeah.
So the reason why this movie
is so awesome
sucks is
it's awesome.
No, because for 99% of this movie, there's 3 people in the movie. Okay.
Yes.
Which in my mind, when I would tell people about this movie, I'm like, this is kick ass because there's only 3 people and it's a thriller and people. Oh, that's another thing. In my mind, this is not a horror movie. So if you're thinking about horror movies, people, this will not do anything for you. So anyways, but it's not. Tim, it's my opinion. It's my opinion, right? All right. And this comes from a seasoned horror movie
aficionado.
Well, I'm becoming one. So anyways, so now listen, hold on. Now wait. Hold on a second.
Whoa, people are loaded up. You got to slow down.
So I like...
You're getting really drunk.
Oh, I'm not drunk. Watch this.
No. I'm saying the people watching the show are.
Oh, I got you.
There's a few waits and hold-ons that just occurred.
All right, so hold on. All right, whatever. So anyways. So now wait a second. Now you got me in a...
Hold on. I need this.
Tim, I'm in like a vortex right now. I can't get out of it. Hold on a second. Now wait. I can't. Tim, I can't stop. I'm in a freaking vortex right now. Hold on now, just wait. I got something to say. Tim,
we're never going to finish the show.
Tim, I can't.
We're going to be on for 2 hours.
Okay, that'd be better 2 hours in this movie.
So come on.
Hold on now. Wait a second. Now wait. Just Tim, I can't stop. Now, Rod Moliners. Who's Russell Bellows in this movie?
I don't know.
Was that the doctor?
Probably.
Okay, so now wait a second. Anyway, now wait. Now there's a couple things that I need to talk about. Okay.
Okay.
Billy Zane
is fantastic in this movie and great.
Oh, okay. So why don't you just review the movie?
Well, since you seem to have it wrong.
No, listen. Hold on. Wait a second. Billy Zane plays an awesome part in this movie. He is fantastic. He is the most psycho person that I've ever watched in a movie. Honest to God. His role... his role, he does this so well. I mean, we kidded about Jennifer Aniston winning an Academy Award, whatever. If they found a way to get him into like an Academy Award for this movie, I mean, he plays it so well. He's just off the charts, right? Now, as far as Sam Neill, I would like to have taken count of how many words he actually spoke in this movie.
He doesn't speak much. You're right about that.
What he got paid per. I watch this stuff. I don't just don't just mail this stuff in. Don't
I
try
know.
to make me swear. All right, and then Nicole Kidman, she's not, to me, I don't like her in the role at all. I don't.
Really?
I don't, because there's just some really lame stuff that goes on, and she doesn't even pull it off good. I mean, okay, so
Well, she did pull it off.
no, actually Billy Zane did. And did you know that Billy Zane, when he pulls off her shorts, there was no, those weren't pull away shorts. He actually had that much aggression and
Strength.
okay, yeah, that he just ripped those off. If there's only one scene that you watch in this movie, watch that, because it's amazing how he just pulls her shorts off. And I'm not saying it for any kind of like sexual things. I'm just saying the fact that I know now that there was no rips in that shorts and he ripped those apart with his bare hands, that's pretty amazing.
He was in great shape at that particular point in his
He reminds me a lot of myself. So it was almost like watching myself, but I'm not a psycho like him. But anyways, so Billy Zane has also played this type of a role in a couple other movies. In Survival Island and in Titanic. He's always the second fiddle. He's the one that wants the woman, but the woman doesn't want him.
Right.
So keep that in mind. Tim,
I'm
Tim,
keeping it in
Tim,
mind.
I know, because you're probably like, oh, there's questions here. But anyways, so listen to this. Hold on. So this movie. So here, let's get down to brass tacks. So what happens is, and I'm not going to give anything away, but what happens is,
Okay.
so Sam Neill, who's John Ingram, and his wife, Nicole Kidman, who's Ray Ingram. I like that name, Ray, by the way.
Ray?
Yeah. You know that they filmed this off of the coast of Australia?
Yep.
And she's Australian?
She had made, I'm trying to remember what my trivia question so I don't give it away, but she had made a few very low budget Australian films.
Skin flicks.
BMX Bandits is the only one I know of off the top of my head.
No, there's other
And
ones, but you don't want to give it away.
this was
Hey,
the
you-
movie that kind of propelled her. But I think her breakout role was one that we watched 2 seasons ago, Days of Thunder.
Yeah.
It was
Tom
it
Cruise.
2 seasons?
Yeah, it was. She had the
Okay.
same kind of hair in that movie. So anyways, now back to the show.
I remember the first time I saw this film. Do you know where it was?
Probably Budget Cinemas.
You damn right. I got interested in the movie because of the trailer you were making fun of before the show.
It was ridiculous.
And
I got so much to say.
In that
Oh my God.
trailer, I was like, Sigourney Weaver made a new movie. I thought she was the spitting image of Sigourney Weaver.
I'm sorry,
when I first saw it.
I don't get that.
And then, well, now you look at her, you go, oh, that's Nicole Kidman. But at the time, she was a nobody. Nobody knew who the hell she was. And I went to see it because I'm like, I like Sigourney Weaver. And I absolutely loved this film. You can't get away from it when you're in the theater. I could see if you watched this movie and you stopped it and grabbed a popcorn or
Nope.
you stopped it to
Nope.
take a leak, I could see where it would lose some of its
Nope.
oomph. But I think it's just a driving film.
So back to the movie that was
Okay.
awful. Anyways,
All right.
No, it wasn't awful, but here's the thing. Now listen, okay? So John Ingram and Ray Ingram, they go on this boat because they have to get over something. They had an accident that happened, and they're going out, and they're going to float around and do the yacht thing, whatever. I thought it was kind of cool. They had a dog, and
Yep.
so then they're out there. Then they see this boat, and John Ingram, being a guy who's in the Navy, is like, hey, that thing looks like it's in trouble. We better go figure this stuff out. You know, and then all of a sudden you see Billy Zane. Billy Zane's paddling his boat to their boat,
Yep.
well, his dinghy, and they let him on. But, I mean...
You
I don't-
learn a lot about yachting.
You do.
in this film.
Did you know that she was trained and that
Yes.
towards the end she was actually running that boat,
Yeah.
that yacht? But it's amazing. It's amazing though with this movie.
I didn't know such ships existed. That he had
what?
they had a great motor in them where you could go around the Pacific Islands, and it has the sail where you just press a button and up it goes.
Tim.
And then it had radar on that thing. I was like, that's cool.
As far as
my yacht, I don't know as well because the captain takes care of all that.
No,
you
Tim.
know, and the staff takes care of me. Brings out the
Below
caramels
Deck.
and the virgins.
So watch Below Deck season 19. You'll see Tim's yacht on there. Okay.
Right.
So, anyways, why do you think there's a motor?
One of them.
Where do you think?
One of them is in there. I didn't have all.
Where
of
do you
them.
think they got the term motorboating from?
Well, that comes from when a young man sticks his face
Tim.
into the book. What?
Tim. Anyway,
Okay.
so back to the show. All right. So Billy Zane's on there like, hey, he's kind of screwed up. They think he's a little screwed up, right? So they lock him in a room.
Right.
Sam Neill, who plays John Ingram, he jets off. Doesn't jet off. He rolls over to the other thing, to the other boat. But the reason why is because he doesn't want to turn the motor on. Which I think, in my opinion, they should turn the motor on because he's locked in the room anyways. But in order to make this movie an hour and a half of dread or boringness or whatever, they had to have him boat over to the other place, check it out. It turns out that Billy Zane's a murderer. So now he's got to get back by his wife, and at this time things are going haywire because Billy Zane's loose. He's on the loose. But you know what though? The thing of it is though, Tim, think about this though. So I get the fact that Billy Zane's like, he had to have been. He does such a good job of this because he's so screwed up, but for some reason he lets Nicole Kidman reel him in and they do their thing. But
in his defense, she's awful cute.
I understand that, but I mean,
okay.
I don't get where, I don't get why there's not, like, more people aren't dead faster. So, I mean, with her, I mean, I don't even know. I don't even want to say it, but okay, so then she finds a way to
So your complaint was there wasn't enough murder.
Maybe
now you know where I am on all your movies.
Maybe you corrupted me, but it's just the movie was very slow. Okay, so let's get down to it. The movie was very, 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 very slow moving.
I'll agree with you on that.
I didn't really dig it. 3 people. It was slow moving. There was a lot of scenes that were not, like, could never have happened, and it just, I mean, the final scene. Anyways.
Well, the final scene, I'll agree with you. The final scene is ridiculous.
And the thing where, okay, I don't want to give it away because, okay, if somebody wants to watch this, you know what, watch it, but I never told you to watch it. But when Nicole Kidman's character...
There's 100 people that are ex-Farmore customers that beg to differ.
No, they're all pissed at me right now. I hope they don't never watch this show. But if you do watch this show, send me some...
Sheepdog, peanut butter whiskey.
So back to this real quick. So even that part where Nicole Kidman's character disposes of Billy Zane's character, I would have done more. They left... What they did, Tim, is they left too many open doors to make this movie go along further. That's why I think it dragged on. Because they left this door open so something else could happen. They left this open. You know what? Let's tighten this stuff up. So I'm done. I think it was an okay movie.
An okay movie, which means it's time for you to give us your grade.
Okay, so my grade is going to be my grade plus 1 for Tim. Okay, for getting Notre Dame.
Okay, so what is it?
3.
Wow. I'm surprised.
Yep, this is not...
I'm surprised. Now, did you watch this with the wife or just Tango?
No, I watched it with my wife.
Did she like it?
No.
Really? Okay.
It was just too slow moving for us. It was just...
That's interesting, because I freaking love this movie.
Okay.
I love it to death.
Okay.
But
each their own.
I'm sorry that you didn't. I never willingly...
I'll tell you what.
Give you a movie that I think you won't like.
I know. I'll be honest with you. I wanted to really like this. I wanted to come in here and give this a 9, 8, whatever. But I couldn't get over it. I couldn't get to that.
You know, having rewatched it, I'm like, oh, this is a slow burn. I'm not sure if Jeff's gonna like this.
No.
I have to admit. Don't worry. I'm already working on next season's movies.
Yeah, I do too.
All right. Anyway, you know what time it is in the show?
Before you get to what time it is, you never introduced me.
He's Jeff Miller.
No, you usually write something up.
Yes, I do. Hold on.
But that's okay.
Hold on.
No.
Wait. Hold on. Jeff's fan club boasts members such as Treat Williams, Jerry O'Connell, Stephen King, Robin Yount, and Mick Garris.
I only know 2 people on there. I only know 2 of them.
Mick Garris and Stephen King, right?
No, Robin Yount and Stephen King. Who's Mick Garris?
You'll find out.
Okay. So anyway, anybody who I referred this to at Farmore, the statute of limitations is up, so don't come after me.
And it was 3, right? Okay.
Yeah, 3. It would have been a 2. Think about it. It would have been a 2. And I gave a 2 to Black Sheep, and I gave a 2 to that one with the bear traps. Which one was that one?
Oh, that was
The Collector.
The Collector.
That's stupid.
It's called the Collector.
All right, let's get to our halfway point.
All right. That means I hit that button. Why is it still on?
Because that's one of the best basketball movies ever.
Yeah, but that's not supposed to be on.
OOONNNEE.
You know, you're going to have to explain that to me later.
Oh, maybe you got it. Maybe you picked up on it.
No, there's no way I picked up on that.
Come on.
All right, so
come on.
You know what time it is.
It might be a trivia question. What time is it?
It's time for one of these buttons to work. Here we go.
Yes.
There's a new merch in town.
So pay for the merch money.
Look at this sexy thing. You could be wearing this on a shirt very soon. It's our new merch.
Yeah!
Merch! Get your Dead on the Bases merch right now, and you can
Open it up, mosquito style.
Yes. The Timbers. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's a great place.
That was.
I actually went there for lunch today.
But it's called. It's called what now?
It's called That's Amore. You know this. I bring it up all the time.
I wanted you to answer.
Yeah, okay.
That was the second job I ever had. I bust tables there at the Timbers.
While it was still Timbers?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And I had...
What was first? Was Budget Cinemas first?
For my first job was Schultz's. It was at a department store. That's where Wheel and Sprocket went, and now it's automotive
I thought
parts.
that was Drew's.
No. It's in Hales Corners, in that strip mall by Big Apple Bagels.
Yeah?
There was a Schultz's there.
I don't remember.
And then after that, I went to the Timbers, and I worked with an Asian woman, a woman from Britain, and a woman from Texas. And I only remember 2 of their names. One of them's name was Belle.
Okay.
And one of them's name was...
I saw her in Beauty and the Beast.
Nope, I don't remember the 2 other names. But it was funny because... you had the one with the Asian woman that had an accent, and you had the Texas woman with an accent, and you had the English woman with an accent. It was
and
kind of
then
fun.
you have an accent.
That's what people tell me.
Yeah.
So, and then from there, I went to Budget.
Okay.
And then, I had something to say about the Timbers, but I can't remember what.
You'll have time while we put this up. Remember to email the show. What? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. You know how much I made an hour there at the Timbers?
Okay. This was mid-'80s.
Legit. This is legit.
You were probably minimum wage or close to.
Remember, I'm bussing tables, so I'm getting a tip. I'm getting a percentage of tips.
I'm going to say no more than $4.
$2.01 an hour.
Okay, so you were below minimum wage, but you got the tip. Okay.
$2.01 an hour.
Wow.
You know what I started at Budget Cinemas? $3.25 an hour.
Wow, you were swinging it.
Hell yeah, man.
Man. So 2 people going into the theater paid for you for an hour.
Yeah.
Wow. You were pretty important.
You know how many seats were at Budget Cinemas?
You do.
I do. 1,945.
How does he remember that?
Yeah, I know.
Unbelievable.
Anyways, so hey, thanks for listening to my review, and now we're going to see tennis.
Well, first we're going to remind everybody, coming up May 13th and 14th, Ohio Fan Fest will hit Girard, Ohio, which is near like Youngstown.
Youngstown. Yes,
I
Youngstown Penguins. They play in the Horizon League.
What's that?
That's the league that the UWM Panthers play in, basketball.
Oh, it's basketball.
Yeah.
Are they in...
UWM didn't make it.
Oh.
They had a terrible team. It was a terrible team. They had Patrick Baldwin Jr., who's supposed to be the superstar. He's like the 4th greatest ball player in this.
His dad's the coach, right?
Well, no, he's fired now, man.
Well, okay.
And then they had what's his name? They had Manute Bol. Remember Manute Bol?
Mm-hmm.
They had his nephew on that team.
Well, so it was the sibling or the nepotism.
Yeah. And
team.
then they had Vin Baker's kid on there. They had Vin Baker's kid, Manute Bol's nephew, and Patrick Baldwin Jr. And
Now
they
is Patrick
stuck-
Baldwin the one that shoots people in westerns?
Who?
Patrick Baldwin.
No, that's
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
I got that wrong. I'm sorry, everybody. The guy that likes to murder people in
But-
his movies is Alec Baldwin.
But Ohio Fan Fest. I wish I
Ohio
could go to
Fan
that.
Fest.
I wish I could go to that.
Yeah, well,
I
you
can't.
you can't.
I
Your,
got
your
a
wife's
wife's
got
birthday,
the
yeah.
birthday. But we're going to have fun in your stead. And we're going to ruthlessly send you pictures of stuff that's cool.
You know what? You guys say
That-
that, but you don't do it.
You're right. I don't do that.
See, that sucks. You know what the cool thing about the word Ohio is?
What?
It's round on both ends and high in the middle.
This is the comedy that you get here.
Hey,
I'm
can-
dead on the
Can
basis.
you name one? Hey, so
Hey.
like
What?
anybody that's going to be at this Ohio Fan Fest, do you know any names?
Well, Julie Brown is the one
Okay.
I'm very interested
Downtown
in.
Julie
No,
Brown.
not downtown. This is the good Julie Brown.
Oh, the one that's easy.
That made the Earth Girls Are Easy, yes. Yes, but there's people from Teen Wolf
Cool.
are going to be
Oh,
in
the
it.
one kid that
And,
number
yeah,
55.
Right, he's going to be in there. It's going to be a fun group. A lot of AEW wrestlers
say a lot
who
of
that
wrestlers.
I don't know because I'm an old fart. If they never wrestled Randy Macho Man Savage, I have a hard time knowing who they
Do you
are.
remember Randy Macho Man Savage love interest?
Elizabeth?
Yes, Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah, and they watch the Dark Side of the Ring about him.
Really?
He it gets awful dark.
Did they snap into a Slim Jim? Hey, do you remember Sable? Sable was good too.
Oh my god. Yeah, Rena Miro. She's now with Brock Lesnar.
Oh my God, really? Brock's a tool.
Yeah. Well,
Well, no way.
I don't say that. That guy will come over here and beat you
Yeah,
up. Remember
wait,
that.
Wait, let me get a tattoo down the middle of my chest that looks like a sword. Oh, I'm going to get you. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm supposed to hit this one too. There we go. I have a movie
Wait, what about your
which
email?
is only a movie by the loosest definition of a film because it was put on a film media and they photographed it
You're being
and they put
Just
this
wow,
thing out
people.
there.
Wow.
Warner Brothers released this
Wow.
on the unwilling public
wow. Just
back
wow, I'm
in
done.
1977.
Wow.
It has Robbie Benson in it, and he and his father wrote the script to this while apparently being just incredibly inhibited by some form of chemical or perhaps
That's not true.
they were beat on the head and
not
they were
true.
recovering from a head injury.
I dropped some. Sorry. Good thing the lid was on.
Yeah, it is. That would never come out. Okay, so what's the story of this
said.
movie? This movie is about as by the numbers as you might think. Robbie Benson is a high school prospect. He gets recruited to a college team. The college coach doesn't really like him much. He has trouble with his classwork, so he's got a tutor that he falls in love with.
I have something.
And yes,
I have something to say.
yes,
So Robbie Benson,
yeah,
his team, Henry Steele, that's his name in the movie.
right.
So he goes to Western University. It's supposed to be UCLA. That's what they're
Okay.
playing it off as.
All right.
Just so you know. That's all.
Okay.
I gotta add something.
Okay, that's good.
I have more to add.
Now, at
Oh
the
my God,
beginning
look
of
at
the
this.
movie,
Whatever. Okay, go ahead.
what?
No.
At the beginning of the movie, Charles Fleischer is actually on screen. You don't know who that is, do you?
I do.
Yeah, he.
No, I don't.
He for a second blows a trumpet when at that time they're showing off. Okay, Robbie Benson's like this hotshot player, and he's in the band and he plays the trumpet. I recognized him instantly. I'm like, is he in here? I'm billed, and I think he's billed as high school student.
What?
He is the guy that was the voice of Roger Rabbit.
Get out of here.
Yes, he's a
Really?
stand-up comedian. He was real big in the 80s. So I recognized him immediately.
Are
The
you
other
serious?
really interesting cameo, which you referenced in the opening, that you think I don't listen to, but I listened to intently,
Why, what'd you say?
was Melanie Griffith was in this, and she played a hitchhiker. That and this movie actually came out before Roar, which you'll
you
be
mentioned something
seeing.
about that too.
You'll be seeing that next season.
Is she in that?
Yes, she is. She is all over that movie like a lion on Melanie Griffith. And they. This will be funnier when you get to see that movie. But Melanie Griffith plays like a hitchhiker that she's cute, and she gets him to drive her, and then she steals all his money by saying, "I'm going to yell rape, and you better give me all your money." And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, well, they probably put this scene in to show that Robbie Benson was easily manipulated by women.
And very naive.
Right, and very naive. What it really shows is that he's possibly a retard.
Tim,
The other thing that it possibly...
Tim.
Okay, if he's not retarded,
Tim.
it's got to be glue or ludes or powder or
Tim,
blow
they're
or
showing-
Buddha
No,
or crack.
no, they're just
or
showing-
maybe it's Buddha. Or maybe it's marijuana, coke, reefer, pot, weed, dope, grass, a doobie, a spliff. Maybe he's taking some ecstasy, maybe a blunt, a bud, a dab. It's got to be something because
Yeah.
nobody is as dumb as
He's very,
pretends to be
he's
in
just
this
very
movie.
naive. He's just
No!
small town naive.
No,
They're
he
show-
was dropped
Okay.
on his head
No.
and kicked repeatedly in
No.
the head, and then they pulled out the sledgehammer to make sure it was
No,
gooey.
They're showing that he comes from a small Colorado town. And he's going to the big city of LA. That's the whole thing. It's small town. It'd be like you or me going to like LA. Same thing. We're coming from Mosquito. I'm serious.
The way he talks through the first half of this movie,
Okay.
I'm sorry, he was reading off cue cards, or he's just a dummy.
Tim, I will give you that. His voice in this sucks because he's like whispering every time he's talking. I don't like it. So yes, I agree with you 100%.
It is horrible. It is hard to watch.
It's surprising that he did any other acting after this.
It really is.
It is. I'm serious.
It really is, and it's really, I mean, it's boring. It's okay. Now we're gonna do a. And here's the other thing.
Yep.
You're supposed to buy in that this guy's like the greatest basketball player, and this coach is somehow being tough on him.
No.
But well, he was good enough that he was recruited.
Yes, with a 4-year scholarship, no cut. Yes.
Right.
But he wasn't the greatest.
Okay, but you look at him in every scene. I mean, take a look at some of these pictures.
He's so small.
Tell me when he's taller than any other character. Annette
right, Tim, you're
O'Toole,
right.
Annette O'Toole, this little waif of a girl that made her next movie or
Very
two
beautiful.
more movies after that. You know who her leading man was in another movie? Martin Short. You know why? Because they were the same height. Okay, I mean. It's unbelievable that this guy is in a college game, and then
I get that.
And then they show him, you know, like, okay, he's really doing this stuff, and I'm like, every single thing they're showing is a trick shot. Okay, it's all a trick shot. It's behind the back. It's this. It's that. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, well, this is like those YouTube videos where the guy sinks them from half court, and it's like, yeah, where's the 55 times he missed? You know. And I'm watching this thing, and I'm going, if I was the coach, I'd want to beat this guy with a bag of hammers, too. He doesn't listen. He's flunking out of everything unless he gets some of that good sex with Annette O'Toole.
You don't know if that's what he was doing.
He definitely was.
No.
But, and again,
There's no
okay, he
sex.
falls in love with the tutor. What was that other movie? We had the football movie.
North Dallas 40?
No, not North Dallas 40.
The program?
The program. They had the whole tutor thing that, I fall in love with my tutor. And you're sitting there and you're like, oh, they're showing off how they do payoffs to the college students by giving tickets to to the guy.
How about his job? Did you like his job?
His job is like watching grass grow. Is that what
he
it
has
was?
to go there and watch the sprinklers go on.
The sprinklers go on. And then there's a scene, of course, where he gets all hopped up on the goofballs. All of a sudden he can play. I was like, yep, here we go. Here we go. Everybody, make sure you get your checklist out at the beginning of the movie. Get your checklist out. We got to hit this button.
I saw this movie when I was a kid. All right. I wanted to watch it again. That's why I assigned it to you. But I knew what was in it. And I'm like, I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for the drug scene. I'm waiting for this.
If it was just that scene, I will. Okay, they got to do that. It's a college thing. But Jesus Christ, I mean, there's no way you would recruit somebody this stuff. And then the other thing, here's the part that really gets me. At one point, the coach, he's like, well, you were pretty slick the way you talked me into this stuff. Yeah. I'm sitting there and I'm like, they showed the scene of him recruiting him. And slick is not the right word. Like, complete bumbling idiot moron was the word. And he didn't have his parents with him when he's getting recruited, which I was like, his dad is so into this whole thing. Why would he not be there? I was just like,
how about when the
hard to like anything.
How about when the secretary was hitting on him?
You know what? That was actually, I'll be honest, that was interesting to me because it was something that I hadn't seen in 300 of these other movies where it's like
I did good then.
The actress, and her name's BJ.
Is that what her name is?
Guess why? Yeah, it's right there. Gail Strickland.
Oh, yeah.
BJ. You know why?
Billy Joel.
Right. They were listening to Billy Joel. In the car when they get pulled over, and he has to bribe the cops with tickets to the game because he's getting a Billy Joel when he zips up his pants.
Anyways.
You know what it does have, though?
Yes, it does. Can I give one?
Where's the horror?
I can give one.
Hold on. I'm very upset right now. I pressed the button, right?
Yeah, well.
All right, you go ahead.
I know where there's a horror movie connection. I know where there is. I know. I wonder if you got it.
There it is. Okay.
I wonder if you got it.
All right, go ahead.
Okay,
I'll tell you. I got them written down.
I don't want to see it because I don't want you to think that I stole it off of there.
Go ahead.
It's Annette O'Toole.
Yes.
She was in Cats with Natasha Kinska.
And the name of the movie is Cat People for other people.
That's what I meant.
And yes, she is.
So then, you know what? You don't drink a lot of the sheepdog when you're trying to do...
Sheepdog, peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah, but yes, Cat People.
Yeah.
I remember that movie when that came out.
You were old enough to see that when it came out?
It was on like HBO, and we had HBO.
Because I was about to say that was
that was like 1983.
Yeah, it was a racy movie.
Is that
it was vigorous?
Yes, but she was in Sports Illustrated, Natasha Kinska, and I'm like, I got
Annette O'Toole.
No,
I remember Annette O'Toole from one of the Superman movies. She played Lana Lang.
Yep.
Which one was that? I think it was 3.
It was 3, and the thing of it is that she also played the mother in Smallville.
Right. Damn, and she was good in that. Now Annette O'Toole was also in Alfred Hitchcock Presents, which Robbie Benson was also in an episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents, which makes it interesting. But Annette O'Toole also was in the TV miniseries version of It that came out like in the 80s with Tim Curry.
Does that count? As a horror movie connection, does that count?
I think so. It's usually released as one 4-hour movie or something.
We'll play Tim's rules. All right.
All right. Robbie Benson, as I just said, Alfred Hitchcock Presents. He played the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. He was the voice of that. That's not a horror movie. That's not horror. My horror movie connection would be he was in the movie Wait Until Dark, which is actually a really good movie. I think it's Audrey Hepburn. And she plays a blind woman, and these criminals come and to her house, break in, figure out she's blind, and they're terrible.
That's
they're
terrible.
terrible to her.
That's no. I will never want to watch that
It's
movie. It's an
so
awful movie.
scary. It's so scary.
Is he one of the robbers?
Yes.
Is he really?
I think. I
What a
think he's
knob.
like I think he plays kind of the naive, stupid robber
What
too.
a knob! I would not take that role if I was him.
Lamont Johnson,
Who's that?
who directed this bestial film,
Yep.
also directed Twilight Zone episodes in the original run. We're talking the 1960s version. And he did direct 5 Characters in Search of an Exit, which is one of the best episodes of Twilight Zone. That came in the 1961 season. Here's the thing. That proves that this guy could direct a film, yet he chose not to in this
You're
case.
that's so terrible. That's terrible.
Come on.
No, that's good. Hey, do you remember the coach? The coach in this. Where did you see him before? You saw him in another movie that we watched. It came out around the same time, so he kind of got typecast in this role as a prick coach.
Yeah, which one was it?
I mentioned
Was it
a while
North
ago.
Dallas 40?
Yep, absolutely,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. He was like the lead coach, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which he was okay. He was okay.
He played the same role, so I mean,
Yes.
all the way up. with the
I'm not a
red
fan
coat.
of North Dallas 40 either, as you recall. So I think it's time for me to do my score on
Wait
this.
a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second. So, were you not at the edge of your seat at the last game?
I was so out of the movie by that time when they had the last scene. I was like, whatever happens now, whatever.
I need to ask you
can
this,
care
though, Tim.
less.
Did you watch this straight through, or did you just take breaks?
This one I watched straight through,
Okay, so in this
which
type of,
it had a cumulative effect. I think I would have liked it more had I taken a
I was
break.
gonna say you should take breaks.
I should have, because
I was just saying. the opposite
I
myself.
felt that old friend sleep wanting to get it into my
Okay,
system.
before you give it a rating,
Yeah.
no, let you give the rating, and then I'll tell you what I think.
Okay.
I don't want to influence you.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay, good.
Which I feel is very generous.
It is.
It is not what I gave it on Track TV. I gave it like a 1.
Oh, on IMDb, I gave it a 9,
Jeez.
just to fuck with them. Oh, anyways, listen. So
Hey,
here's,
hit it! Damn
the
it!
thing. So honestly,
Yeah.
when I watched this now again,
Yeah, you hated it.
it was. I didn't hate it, but it was
You hated
very.
it.
It was very slow.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
I actually fast forwarded through this parts that I wanted to see because
Yeah.
I couldn't actually deal with it. So
You know what? My problem with this sports movie is it's a little too sportsy. It's all about the sports, and the story that's behind it is inconsequential.
okay, all right.
You know, there's nothing to hang the meat on.
But that's what she said. Anyways,
I was waiting.
but anyways,
Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Got a new one.
That's what she said profusely. What happened to that part of it?
It kind of made it look chunky.
Oh, chunky. Yeah. Was it a female? We're worried about what it looks like. Anyways, listen. So, I just wanted to let you know that I'm not always about the sports movies. If I pick a bummer or a bad one, I can admit it. This was not that good of a movie.
And I'll
Watching it
admit
the
to
second
you,
time.
when I gave you Dead Calm, I still love that movie. I love it to death, but as I'm watching it, I'm like, I don't think this is Jeff's.
No.
I don't think it's Jeff.
And-
Even though it is technically a sports movie as well, because it's about the
Yachting?
sport of yachting.
There you go.
You learn a lot about yachting in that movie. I
do?
feel you learn a lot. in
I was
the movie.
surprised how much you knew, but the thing that was crazy is when she ended up way up on the top of the bow. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? There's no way she's getting up there.
Oh, I could.
All right, who's asking whose question first?
Well, first we wait for this.
Oh,
It's trivia time, everybody. Here's how we play trivia here on Dead on the Bases. We're each going to say 3 statements. One of them is completely false. The other 2 are completely true. The opposing player has to figure out which one is false. All right. So I think I'll go first because
Okay.
you spoiled like half of my questions.
There's no way.
So here we go. The director of this film, Philip Noyce, went on to make the film The Hunt for Red October.
You know, do you think when he was like in high school, he was like, nice?
Noise.
Hey,
You know,
noise.
over in Australia, that's how they say it. Noise.
really?
It's fair dinkum that he's doing that. He's so nice.
Shrimp on the Barbie.
There you go.
Oh, you're right.
All right. Oh, wait. Hey. Wait. Hold on. Why is the background not going on again? Okay. Yeah, this is happening again where my device is dying on
We
me.
need a better producer on this show.
You know what I need? I need a lackey to do this stuff for me. His name would be Trondor.
Who's lactating? What?
No.
All right, what's
That's
going
not what we're saying.
Is Selma
Okay.
Hayek in this movie at all?
She is not. You would have noticed her.
You know what movie just came out with her? After the Sunset. I recorded it. That's a great movie. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Orson Welles, this is letter B. Orson Welles originally attempted to adapt this novel, the same novel that this film was based upon.
Okay, let's see.
And C, now I gotta change it because you knew this one. Let's see, where's my other backup? Okay. We're going to go with Nicole Kidman.
Whatever.
Has magnificent bone structure. Okay, that's the third one. So, director of this film.
So I basically have to pick
Went
between
on-
the two of them. All right, so. But you know what, though, Tim? I know
It
this.
is true that she has magnificent bone structure, but some people might debate it.
Anyways, it's debatable. Anyways, so here's the thing, though, Tim. Here's the thing.
Tim,
Listen.
wait, listen.
Orson Welles originally attempted to adapt the novel, this film based. Wait, no, what? Because
Okay, there was a book that
Yes,
this
I
movie
know
was
that.
based upon.
Yes.
Orson Welles attempted to adapt it first.
okay, no, and then I will have to pick the false one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is the director of this film, Philip Noyce.
Noise.
Did he direct this movie though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't
he went
lie
on
about
to
that.
make the film Hunt for Red. So did he direct it or did he write it?
He directed it.
You know what, Tim?
He's a director.
Tim, I pay attention to what's going on in this stuff, and I read up on it. But see, the only twist in this whole thing is this whole Orson Welles thing, because I know that he tried to make this movie, and he had attempted to make this movie, and it never happened. But the thing of it is that see, Orson Welles is so much older, so this book would have come out like before him. So, but then I'm thinking I read that.
You
But then I
should
don't-
really read closely those trivia.
But here's the deal.
I'm using them
I know you
against
are.
you now.
I know you are. And then this noise thing, I did see something about Hunt for Red October. But I don't think that's...
Oh, it's like somebody's using it against you.
So I'm going to say that the incorrect one...
The incorrect one.
I'm going to be pissed. You know, you already know I'm in a bad mood, so I'm going to be pissed if I get this wrong. He went on to make the film Hunt for Red October. Was really adapted from the film based upon... Damn
Now,
it, Tim.
now remember, you still have Nicole Kidman as
I'm not
magnificent bone
I'm not
structure.
going for that one. So I should keep my mouth shut. I should keep my mouth shut during the time that we're talking.
Yeah.
Because then C, I would have been like, I know that's already right. I'm gonna say that I'm pissed. A is incorrect.
Okay, I'm gonna get, because I don't want you to get angry, I'll give you one more chance.
No, A is incorrect.
You are correct.
Oh yeah. Let's try.
Where did it correct? See? Look at that. Oh, that pisses me off. But they're supposed to see a thing that says correct
So
right
Tim,
now.
just tell them where I was right so that they know.
Okay, Philip Noyce did not direct The Hunt for Red October, but he did direct Patriot Games and Clear and Present Danger. Hunt for Red October was directed by John McTiernan, who directed a movie that you claim is a Christmas film, but it's clearly an action film. All right, give me yours now.
Wait, but so then where in the notes where's that Red October? Because that was in there somewhere, wasn't it?
Sam Neill
Yeah,
was in there. He was Sean
rat
Connery's first in command.
You rat bastard. All right.
Hunt for Red October is probably the third movie somebody mentions when they talk about Sam Neill.
Was he in that?
Yes. You know what I didn't use, and I probably should have, was that Sam Neill was in a horror film called The Final Conflict, Damien 3.
I wouldn't know that.
And he played the devil.
See, I do not want any devil movies.
It sounds like he's begging for it, doesn't it, folks?
All right, here we go.
Yeah. You only get three.
Since
only
I don't
pick
have
three.
the ability to give you an extra question,
Yeah.
so Jerry Siegel, the father of Robbie Benson,
Yes.
they both together wrote the screenplay.
Yeah.
The original screenplay was named Catch a Falling Star.
Okay.
And originally, Melanie Griffith was cast as the tutor after Jennifer O'Neill did her screenplay. They switched her role from the hitchhiker to the tutor.
Jennifer O'Neill?
O'Toole, I'm sorry, O'Toole.
Annette O'Toole.
Same thing. I wrote Jennifer because, Janet, I don't even know what I wrote. I was drinking, so whatever. But you know who I'm talking about. So
Okay.
when
So
O'Toole-
the first one is father and son wrote the script.
yeah, which you already
and-
know that answer's right.
And the script's name was Catch a Falling Star.
Right, and the other one is Melanie Griffith. Okay, let me just say it in my words. My words are Melanie Griffith was supposed to be the tutor. But then when Annette O'Toole
Read.
screenplay for her,
She got it.
she got it, and they said, we don't want you to be the hitchhiker anymore, because that's what she went for. She went to be the hitchhiker. They flip-flopped the roles.
Okay.
That's it.
Only two?
Well, you know that the father and son wrote the screenplay together. We talked about that during
Okay, and I happen to know that Catch a Falling Star was the other title of this movie because I thought that was a much better title than One on One. I thought One on One was the worst title. I'm still waiting to hear how the O and the N and all
I'll
this
tell you
stuff
that.
is going on. So I'm going to have to go with, I don't think Melanie Griffith was ever going to play the tutor. She's too dumb
You know what?
looking.
I actually put 3 correct answers again in here. No, I'm just kidding. You're right, Tim.
Okay.
Tim, if I would have said to you, in the final game, Robbie Benson scores 12 points, 3 steals, 2 assists.
I would have had no idea.
No, just wait. No, hear the whole thing out. Just wait. He did this in the final 3 minutes and 20 seconds of the movie.
Spoiler alert.
Ironically, that is the exact same amount that Robbie Benson put up in his high school state finals. The only twist is they lost. Would that have helped you at all? No, because you knew Catch a Rising Star is...
I knew Catch a Rising Star because throughout the movie, I'm like, why is it called One on One? There's one scene where he plays one on one,
With Annette.
and he gets his ass beat. So what is the whole thing with this 3 O's and 3 N's and 2 E's?
It's nothing. I just was trying to throw you off your game.
Oh my God. I was like, I hope there really is something because I thought it was a stupid thing. Ugh.
Anyways.
Let's take a look at scores, and we each got trivia again. So it's a tight one. It's a tight one. Here's the problem, though. Here's the problem Jeff has. I know that the next 2 movies he's going to absolutely love. And Jeff gave me Talladega Nights, which I know in the past I've not been a fan of. So that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt you.
I'm going to make it up on trivia, that's all.
You're going to have to. You're going to have to pull a rabbit out of your hat because you're going to freaking love. I don't know about Fly, but I think you're going to freaking love The Faculty.
Okay, well, let's preview that
So
for the people that are watching.
we'll see, everybody. And you can place your bets. We do allow betting on the show. No, we don't.
Potawatomi does. You can go down there and get odds on our...
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have sports betting down.
They have Dead on the Bases.
They do.
And something you can bet on. That's cool.
Yep.
We were waiting for that to happen. I think it was the sponsorship of Sheepdog Peanut Butter Whiskey that really did the trick.
There you go, Sheepdog. Get it.
Yeah.
Get it while it's still there.
That's
Orf.
right.
Oh, what if...
What? What did it just bark?
What if you did this? What if you opened it and it went... Orf, orf.
That would be cool.
Or if it just...
All right. Okay, everybody.
The fact faculty. Okay.
Next time here on the show.
Yep.
Oh, we did get the music. Good.
You
Coming
got the
March 24th, I'm going to have Talladega Nights. I've watched it once before.
She is so
Not
hot.
a huge fan. Wasn't she married to Ben Stiller?
I don't. Oh
Her?
my! Are you kidding? Oh my God! He did not deserve her at all.
No, his wife was the one in Dodgeball with them.
Oh, the one that looks like
Yeah,
Brady?
who is she married? She's married to somebody.
To me. Anyways, she was in horror movie connection. She was in Trick or Treat.
Oh yeah,
She's in the first one of that movie. She is fantastic.
right.
Man.
But Talladega Nights coming next week, and when Jeff rewatches it, he may be coming himself. And we have the faculty.
Meet the alien.
The
This is going to be
faculty is coming.
Wait, this is about aliens.
This is directed by the same guy that directed From Dusk Till Dawn that you just watched.
Okay.
So you liked that movie? I think this one's
okay.
It's a very different movie, but I think you'll enjoy it. It does have some hot chicks in it, so that's always helpful.
Selma.
I'm not going to tell you.
Is Selma Hayek in this?
I'm not going to tell you.
Jessica Alba?
I'm not going to tell you.
Wow. I'm intrigued now.
Now you're intrigued.
Oh, wait a second. Selma Hayek is
now there are no
star.
snakes. There are no snakes in the film.
Selma Hayek's name would be up there. She's probably a main character. Looks like a lot of youngins.
That's what you think, right?
Is she really in this?
I'm not going to say.
Get out of here.
I'm not going to say.
I might watch this tonight when I go home.
I don't think you're in any shape to do that.
If Selma is in it, I am watching it. All right, anyways, so
When you do your research, you're going to be like, holy crap.
You know what? I don't do the research until after
You watch a movie? Okay.
Because I don't want to ruin it. Because
Right.
actually, in the trivia, and all
That's why I'm not going to tell you for sure if she's in here or not. But there's a lot of cool people that are not listed on the poster that are in that movie.
Really?
It's a cool cast. Some people went on to become more famous.
Like Ted Savini.
One that's on the poster. One that's on the poster is Elijah Wood. That's
Who's that?
That's Frodo Baggins from all the Lord of the Rings movies.
I don't know what
He's in there. But Usher's in this movie.
That's a book.
There's a lot of crazy characters in this film. You're going to enjoy it.
Wait, Usher, the singer?
Yeah.
And Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's an interesting cast. It's a fun, high speed. It's going to be like the opposite of your
Dead Call?
concerns of Dead Cop. This is like kind of Maniac. So
I'm going to be surprised if I don't like this.
I will be surprised if you don't like this one. This is
You know what I'm starting to like, so you should know.
I'm thinking this is one. I haven't rewatched it though in about 6-7 years, so I don't remember it that well. I'm actually looking forward to rewatching it. Not as much about Talladega, so we'll see. I might.
Are you kidding?
You know what? I change my mind on stuff all the time.
The only thing
NASCAR isn't really a sport, as we know. So there's all that going on.
We're not going down that road. The only thing bad about Talladega Nights, I'll tell you right now, is Sasha Cohen. Or Baron.
Oh, that guy's terrible.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Sasha what? Cohen, right?
Oh, here we go.
You're not even helping me.
Leslie Bibb is who is playing that.
Yeah.
And she's been dating Sam Rockwell.
Who the hell's that?
He was in probably the biggest thing he was in was Iron Man 2.
That's Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, he was in there. He's just one of those guys where you say it's that guy. He was in 3 Billboards.
No one saw that.
In Billbong or whatever.
Nobody
I like that movie, and I can't remember the name
putting
of
up
it.
Billboards, big deal. All right.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they are a big deal.
Now wait a second. Leslie Bibb. All right,
Leslie Bibb.
Is she in the faculty too?
No, she's not in the faculty.
Is Selma Hayek in there?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm not telling you. Same director.
Anyways.
Same director.
Oh, wait a second. I think she is then.
Same director.
All right. I can deal with that.
You're going to have to. All right, everybody. We want to thank you all for tuning in.
War Eagle.
It's time to close
War
the
Eagle.
crypt and call the game. Thank you for watching. And remember to share and subscribe to our show and feed. You can find the show at otherworldlyculture.com. That's also where you can find a link to all the places that you can download and watch the show.
A link. It's a link. Like a link.
Such places as Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Pandora, iHeart, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, or you could just yell at your Amazon Echo and it'll start playing our show.
Hey, listen.
What?
Do you
Hey.
do you know what movie Link is in?
Link?
Yeah. Character's name is Link.
Link.
Yeah.
Well, I know that's the character that's in that video game
Nope,
thing.
not a video game. It's a movie.
No.
It had Amanda Smart in it. Amy Smart.
Amy Smart.
Come on. Wow.
Have we watched it on the show?
I should get 4 points for this.
No, you're not getting 4 points for this.
He's in the movie. He was in the movie. The character is in the movie Mod Squad.
I never watched that.
Okay.
Never watched
4 points,
that.
people.
That was on it. You're not getting 4
add
points.
4 points to my score.
You are not getting 4
One for
points.
each letter. L-I-N-K.
No. I'm glad that you spelled it correctly. Thank God. You know, if it's sports,
Yeah.
it's called a home run.
Yes.
If it's horror, you run home. We're dead on the bases, and we'll see you next time.
AmandaBeers.com.
What?
I don't know. I should have said sheepdog, but I said that when we started.
Sheepdog peanut butter whiskey.
Oh no, what's her name? SelmaHayek.com. If she's in that movie, oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
I just watched After the Sunset last night. I love that movie. Selma.
Oh man, buddy.